Turn the deadbolt, shut off the flashlight, and tell your family they are safe. You look around your living room and feel secure. In a total grid-down blackout, that feeling of security is a fatal illusion. You are lying to yourself, and it is going to get you killed. It is day 5 of a massive municipal blackout. The water towers have run dry. The grocery store shelves were stripped bare 72 hours ago. The veneer of polite society has completely evaporated, and desperate people are beginning to scavenge. Your house needs to be invisible and impenetrable. But the very things you do to feel safe in a modern home are actually turning you into a high-value target. Let's start with the perimeter. Let's start with the Deadbolt Illusion. Your heavy-duty, expensive deadbolt is a mathematical joke. When a starving scavenger kicks your front door, the solid steel lock doesn't break. It doesn't have to. The half-inch pine wood frame holding the strike plate instantly splinters under the kinetic energy. A standard residential door frame will fail catastrophically in a single, well-placed kick. You have to use physics to stop kinetic energy. Remove the factory half-inch screws from your strike plate and replace them with 3-inch hardened steel screws. This bypasses the weak decorative frame and anchors the lock directly into the heavy structural king stud of the house. You just turned a fragile door into a structural wall. But a strong door means nothing if you trap yourself inside. This brings us to the fire trap. Every movie shows survivors nailing heavy plywood over their windows to keep looters out. In reality, you are building your own oven. When you permanently barricade your ground floor exits with wood and nails, you are completely eliminating your emergency egress. If a desperate group wants your supplies and realizes they can't kick your reinforced door down, they will simply burn you out. A single Molotov cocktail thrown onto your front porch instantly turns your barricaded home into an inescapable death trap. You must secure the glass, but you must always leave a secondary exit that can be breached from the inside in seconds. Never nail your coffin shut. And forget the Hollywood traps. This is the perimeter illusion. Spreading crushed glass under your windows, tying tripwires to tin cans, or leaving nails on the porch. These psychological deterrents only work against rational burglars on a normal Tuesday. In a grid-down famine, a scavenger who hasn't eaten in 6 days is not rational. Starvation triggers a primal adrenaline dump that severely dulls pain receptors. A man willing to kill you for a bag of rice does not care if he cuts his knees on broken glass climbing through your window. He will push right through it. Stop wasting time on gimmicks. Your best defense is absolute invisibility. But if you fall into the silhouette trap, you will draw them right to you. When the grid goes down, light discipline is the difference between life and death. A single candle or flashlight beam inside your home makes you the highest value target on the block. And if you stand near a window to look outside, the ambient light behind you turns your body into a crisp, high-contrast silhouette for anyone hiding in the dark street. You cannot see them, but they can perfectly see you. You must establish a total light blackout using heavy blankets or black contractor bags taped tightly over the frames. Your house must look as dead as the rest of the city. Next is acoustic bleed. Modern humans do not realize how incredibly loud they are because the constant hum of electricity, refrigerators, and traffic drowns us out. In a dead city, the sound of a battery-powered radio, a coughing child, or chopping firewood travels 10 times further. Sound is a beacon that screams, "I have supplies." Which brings us to the hardest biological reality of all, the guard dog liability. Everyone thinks their family dog will protect them. In a grid-down famine, a dog is an extreme tactical liability. A large dog requires 1,500 calories a day to survive. When the dog food runs out, they will starve faster than you. A hungry dog is anxious, unpredictable, and loud. They will bark at every shadow and every footstep outside, creating massive acoustic bleed that gives away your exact location. And worse, when true starvation sets in, canine pack instincts override domestic obedience. You are relying on an animal that is biologically programmed to consume resources, not hoard them. Finally, if your perimeter is breached, you must understand tactical geometry. If the front door kicks in, do not run to the living room or try to defend the wide-open entryway. In tactical mechanics, doorways and open hallways are called the fatal funnel. They are narrow choke points with absolutely zero cover. You must completely abandon the perimeter of your house. Give them the living room. Establish your core survival space at the very end of a geographic bottleneck, like a master bedroom at the end of a long hall. You force the threat to come to you, single file, straight into your line of defense on your terms. In a grid-down world, your home is no longer a sanctuary of comfort. It is a harsh tactical environment. Reinforce the kinetic weak points. Prepare your secondary exits. Black out the windows. Silence your footprint. Master the geometry. Don't be a target.